Welcome to Driveway Garage. Today I'm working on a sunsetter motorized awning. Goes on the side of a house. I got it for free, but the awning needs replaced. And I found one from, I can't remember the name of the company now, Alico or Alero. I'll put it in the comments or something. But I'm in the process of taking the old one off so that I can see if the new one's going to fit. It's made for a different brand, but it looks like it should work. So let me show you what I've done so far. So this little bracket is the end cap, and it goes on the end of the sunshade, and it held the valance on. So it went right there. There's just two little screws that held it on. Came off really easy. And then in this groove right here is where the valance was slid. As you can see, this is the awning, it slides in there. And there's a little stiff piece of plastic tubing. Well, it's not tubing because it's solid, but it runs through here, just like in the valance, into this slot, and that's what holds it in. Let me walk over here and I'll show you what came out of the valance. I didn't think to start recording this when I first started doing it, but here's the valance that came out. As you can see, it's kind of tattered and torn. It's really stiff. It's almost made of like plastic, I guess. But that tubing I was talking about goes in that slot, and then that's what holds the whole valance on. And we walk over here to my vise. I just pulled the valance open a little bit, and I saw this plastic tubing. We're going to call it tubing for lack of a better word. Anyway, so what I did was I stuck it in the vise, clamped it in there, and then I just grabbed the valance from the end down there, started pulling on it, and it just slid right off this tube. So I've got this tubing, which is 16 feet long if I need it again. I'm hoping they sent new stuff. I'll probably just use the new stuff. Save that for some other project. Now, I've got this sitting on a little boat I have, and I'll either leave it here or I might transfer it back to my 5x8 trailer. Sunsetter recommends doing this while it's on the wall, but in my case I haven't mounted it yet, so I'm going to try to do it right here. And what they say to do is tie a rope around these two arms here so they can't extend on both ends, and then you plug it in and you unwind it, and once your awning gets totally unwound, you will be able to slide your awning material out of this slot the same way I did the other thing. And by clamping those arms together, it keeps these two pieces close together, and then it's a lot easier to pull it off and also to put your new one on. Now, they recommend 2 or 3 people for putting on the new one, because you're going to have somebody, I guess if you're up in the air. In my case, I could actually set it on the ground, and I've got a leaf blower, cordless leaf blower, and luckily I have all this asphalt. I could just lay mine on the ground, put the new material on the ground, and then slide it back into the awning and roll it up. That way it's not going to get all dirty, as long as I have a clean surface. But if you're doing this on the wall, just get 2 or 3 people on ladders to hold it up, and then one person feeds it into these slots. So I'll pause this and see if I can tie this together and get the remote and unwind it and see how that goes, and I'll be back.